Welcome back. It's your host, Mr. Gray. I just want to thank you for tuning in on this fine day once again. If you are a returning subscriber, I just want to thank you for supporting me and watching my videos. If you are new to my channel and have not subscribed yet, I ask that you please subscribe and hit that notification bell. I try my best to keep you guys up to date with sometimes important sneaker news, but more so releases that sometimes are hard to cop, sometimes easy to cop, but just releases in general. So if you hit that notification bell, you'll be notified when I have a new review up for you guys to see. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's get into the Nike offline pack in cool gray. So this is really different than any sneaker I own. Very different. And of course, it's not a hype shoe. It was a sneakers release. I think last week, I believe it was. Either way, like I said, it wasn't hyped, but it was something I was hyped about. Why? Because as you get, of course, I love hype shoes, but I also like comfortable shoes. And my favorite shoe, I'm just going to throw it out there, and you guys probably know, is Jordan 1s. I mean, of course, Air Max 1s, Jordan 1s, and Dunk Lows are my favorites. But Jordan 1s really aren't the most comfortable shoe. So my most comfortable shoe in this room is going to be a Yeezy. That is what it is. But when I saw the offline pack, I guess I was wondering, okay, what's this going to be like? Is it going to be really comfortable? Is it not? So, of course, before doing this review, I didn't want to just review it and show you guys. I really wanted to put it on because, to me, the shoe is somewhat marketing comfort. So, I think I wore it out to a couple stores today. I went to Trader Joe's. I went to the Walmart. Just went to a couple places today. Did some walking. Went outside. Walked around the house. And I think I have a determination on how I feel about the shoe. I will go over that more so in the light box so I can show you the close up of the shoe while we're looking at it, so it makes more sense. The parts of it that I'm explaining, yeah, I know parts. And that will explain the next thing, the size of the box. So this is the box, and it's if maybe you can notice, but it's not the size. I do have a box nearby. It's not the typical size. I can't grab these boxes of your regular smuggler box. Regular box. This box, much bigger than your average box. It's about a box and a half, almost, I guess I would say. Anyway, put that back. So, I first of all, I didn't know why the box was so big when it came to my house. You can see that on the top. See the Nike there. See that there. And size 10.5. So, like I said, we'll go into the details of the shoe once we... one interesting thing is, I know the box is the most important. It has this tab here, literally to keep it from opening on its own. But, not the biggest thing. Just, it's one of those things. So, that is the box in a nutshell. The colors are very simple. Cool gray, dark gray, cool gray. Bam. 10.5, my size. $120 retail. So I don't think there's anything else I can waste your time about. Of course, I love wasting time. So I think we'll just jump into the light box. So guys, into the light box we go. So into the light box, as promised, we have the offline pack in cool gray. So like I already explained to you, the box is super big, pretty cool. Like I said, I have worn these today for several hours, and after wearing them, I have made a determination. So, well, I guess before we go into all of that, here's the box in all of its glory. It was pretty cool how it's kind of stacked. It kind of reminds you of like the Nike Adapt sneakers, where the boxes are kind of intense. They come in like several layers. Of course, this is not as intense because there's no like electronics in it. But you have that first layer that you pull out that has the insoles in them. So there's two types of insoles. You see this one, the pink one, has a little representation of actually one of the insoles, because there's two sets of insoles. The insoles that are already inside of the shoe and the insoles that you see right here. So this one, the I don't even know what to call these. I hate to say the dots, the bumps, the pimples The portions on the insole here, these bumps, I hate to call them bumps. I'm sure there's a better name for them, but they're a little wider. They're spread a little further apart, and they're bigger. That's the difference between this and the other insole, and I'll show you that in a second. Also, there's the color. The other one is kind of like a neon greenish color. You can see right there it says "Just Do It." I know you see these brown sections. You're like, oh my god, you got some dirty feet. But no, this is like recycled material. So I wondered about it when I got it out of the box. I was like, what is that crap? But it's actually just part. When when they do their little recycled stuff. Or products, I said stuff. The recycled products typically, you have like specks of different colorings inside of the colorings that are already there. But that's kind of the first. That's the insole that is not in the shoe when you get it. As you can see right here, it shows you that one. What they show here, this picture actually represents what's in the inside of the shoe when it inside of the box. I'm just trying to see if there's any wording anywhere. Alrighty, so now what we'll do is let's go ahead and reach into the box. And these might be a little bit dirty. I'm not sure actually. Like I said, I was wearing them out, so they got a little bit of dirt on them. Let's see. So just at first glance, they are thick. They look like a snowshoe, or I guess what could be left to be desired for me was, I guess I was hoping they kind of had a more of a slim look, but they were not as slim. And when on your foot, when they're on your foot, it kind of looks, they round out kind of in the front area, almost kind of like, I hate to say it like this, almost kind of like a clown shoe. I looked at them and I wasn't impressed with the overall shape. I did wear them with some joggers, so that probably made them even look a little bit more clownish. If I probably would have just worn kind of my jeans, they probably wouldn't have looked as gargantuan as they did. Just a note, I get everything in a 10.5, and I got these in a 10.5, and my foot is literally kind of like right up to the toe, and I feel like another half size up would have probably did me better, giving me a little bit room for my toe. It wasn't tight. I don't know if it's because this material is really really loose. It feels kind of like a down jacket, or kind of like an Eskimo jacket. I don't even know if that's a thing, or a North Face jacket. Let's put it like that. It is stretchy, kind of a stretchy material. There, you can see that stitching all around. But like I said, just to throw it out one more time, you may want to go a half size up if you don't have it. You can see that pretty much the cool gray is the color of the whole thing. There's nothing different. It's cool gray all the way around. There's a couple Nike signatures thrown in there. You can see the swoosh right here, kind of in specks right there, or those little dots is the swoosh right there. There's a little reflection. You can't see the reflectors now, but within kind of in the shoestring. But I guess, actually, I don't know if there is. It looks like, this shoestring looks like other Nikes I have that have the reflectors inside the shoestring, but I actually don't think this has it in it, and I don't remember seeing it, so I don't know why I told you guys they had that. On the tongue, well, that's not even a loop that can be grabbed, but you can see in that diamond it has Nike in the Nike check right there. Like I said, the whole thing is soft. The whole upper part is soft. It can, well, right, that is soft. I just have this paper they put in there inside. There we go. Out with you. So everything can be fully crunched down, just like that. It'd be almost like a flat sandal. So you can see that. You can even not push my finger through there, but you can see how loose it is. You got this little tab right here on the heel. It's a very soft shoe. One thing interestingly too, it's a very warm shoe. When I put it on, as I wore it around, it was very warm. As you can see, this material here is like a jacket, but kind of and this one was more of like an elastic here. But all around this part right here on the midsole, this isn't actually like a suede coloring. As you can see, it goes all the way around the toe, all the way to almost close to the back right there. On the inside, like I said, you have that other, and it's gonna be it's gonna be weird. It doesn't come out easy, which isn't a bad thing, but to get that insole out, it does take a little bit of pressure or a little bit of pulling and tugging. So here's the two insoles, and I'm trying to hold them with one hand there. And there we go. All right, so what I did today was I actually wore different insoles. In one shoe, I wore the green insole, the lime green insole, and the other shoe, I wore the pink insole. Just because I wanted to see if there was a difference between which one would feel a little bit more comfortable. And for my determination, after wearing these all day through the stores, outside, in front of the house, inside the house, for me personally, I would say that the lime green insole is more comfortable than the pink one. With the pink one, I guess I can kind of feel the dots kind of pushing in my feet, and it's not bad. It's just not as comfortable as the lime green one. So I still feel like I guess I need to say I guess how I feel it is in terms of comfort. And in terms of comfort, it's not bad, but at my age now, for people who are younger, they're like, oh yeah, Jordan 1s are comfortable. I love Jordan 1s. You can't tell me I don't. I got a whole wall full of them, but they're not the most comfortable shoe. So at my age, I really think about comfort a lot. And to be 100% honest, the most comfortable shoe in my home, I only have two pairs, are the Yeezys, my Yeezy 350s. And if I were to compare these as in comfort to my Yeezy 350s, these are not these are not near that comfort. Not by far. They're not uncomfortable, but they're just not. They're more comfortable than a Jordan 1, but they're not as comfortable as a Yeezy 350. Just to be 100% honest with you, don't want to lie. If anyone disagrees, hey, feel free to tell me in my comments. But I just can't find that comfort in them. Will I continue to wear them? Yes. I probably wouldn't ever wear these in the summer or when it's really hot because, like I said, these jokers, they really do warm up. And there's no option. I wouldn't say there's an option. You can wear them without the insoles. I wouldn't say wear them. I wouldn't say wear them without putting an insole in them. At the most, you can buy a different insole, maybe from the store, stick it on the inside and wear that instead. If you're just not in love with the insoles they have, it's not a light shoe for. It's actually decently heavy for not being as large as like a high top shoe. I don't know to you if it looks as bulky as it truly is, but it is truly bulky. Let me see. I don't know. I think I did miss to show you guys. There's a swoosh here on the back. I know I did show you that there's Nike. There's another swoosh on the side. Let's kind of zoom in. There we go. And then there's Nike at the front. And let's see. What was the one thing I want? Oh, the bottom. So the bottom it's good. It actually has some pretty decent traction for a very flat shoe. It's extremely flat, and it's not really. I mean, yes, you can see the circles there and the striations right through here, but if you look at it right there, it's for the most part it's a very very flat shoe. But yeah, it has good traction. So it wasn't a shoe that I noticed. It's that when I say it's not as comfortable as a 350. I wasn't walking around like, oh my God, I can feel how uncomfortable this is. That wasn't a problem. But anyway, as I'm looking at this though in the light box though, there is some quality control issues. Like I said, I guess these little things don't bother me as much, but I think it's fair to just tell you guys. So you can see several glue stains, I guess, throughout here and throughout here. I mean, it's not bad. It's really not horrible. If you're real nitpicky, that will bother you. One thing I guess I'm not too in love with, the look of right here in this right here, you can see this is just kind of misshapen. I don't know why. It doesn't look like it's designed to be that way. It looks more so of a flaw. Yeah, it definitely is, because on this side, it just goes straight. And then over here, it's kind of lumped right here. And so just to kind of verify, let's get a verification on that, see if that truly should be that way. Let's grab the other shoe, and the other shoe is not like that. It does not have that lump right here. It goes perfectly straight. This one does not. You can see that right there. Lumpy. It's lumpy and it protrudes. It's just weird. You can't even see. Let me see. It's lumpy and it protrudes. It's bad in both ways. But once again, I'm not that picky about the shoe. I can't say I don't love the shoe. I hate the bulkiness of it, but I think it's meant for a certain thing. I don't know what that certain thing is. I feel like this would be the perfect shoe if I was walking in snow. It's definitely not a hiking shoe, but it will be good in a cold area. I'm still gonna be rocking it a little bit. Well, I'm gonna be rocking it. Period. I'm not getting rid of the shoe. But I'm just gonna rock it a little bit more often, kind of break it in. I'm just curious, if it's gonna get a little bit more comfortable with wear. But I think I beat this shoe to death. No, there's some things I just caught. So I did just catch those right there. Those eyelets holding the shoestring. There is some reflective material in those eyelets right there. And there's also some reflective material on the toe box right there. And I think that's all I can catch. All in all, I think if I were to give this shoe a rating, for a comfort rating of 1 to 5, 5 being the best, 1 being the worst, I'd say in comfort, I'd give it, I'm going to do halves here. I'd give it about a 3.5. In terms of, I guess if I was saying look for looks, I'd have to give it a 2. Two solid stars. I don't want. I guess I don't like the way it's so bulky, and it may not look it. I just don't like the bulkiness of it. If I were a spaceman and I was in a spacesuit jumping up and down on the moon, I feel like this would go perfectly with my spacesuit. But with my slim jeans and my slim fit shirt, it just has a very, very bulky look. But I think I'm gonna still rock it anyway. There's something about it that I think is worth my time. This is an interesting eyelet. It actually goes inside of that hole right there. I don't know why I think it's interesting. I just do. But anyway, other than that, I think I have beat this shoe to death. It probably didn't deserve the review I just gave it. I've gotten a couple hours out of it, and it's not bad. It's not the greatest. It's not going to be in my top 10 everyday rotation, but I'm going to try to get it. I'm going to try to put it in my top 10 because I want to break it in and I really want to see how these insoles are going to feel after wearing them for a while. Once again, just to throw it out there, I'm not going to be wearing this one. I'm not going to be wearing the pink one. For me, it just wasn't as comfortable, and I think it would depend on your foot and what you like on which one you choose. But this right here is going to be my preferred insole. So anyway, that concludes our review today, guys. I just want to thank you for tuning in. If you're not subscribed to my channel, just want to ask you once more, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. And once again, I just want to thank you guys for stopping by. Mr. Gray out.